Hey everyone, and welcome. So in this video, we are going to talk about the very important topic for college writing, and that is the thesis statement. So I wanted to start by first saying thank you for watching, and then also to let you know that all of the information in this video is taken from my courses on udemy.com. So I hope if you find this video helpful that you will check these courses out. So College Writing 101 is a full all-inclusive English Comp 1 and 2 course for $29.99 on Udemy. Or if you want kind of a mini sort of crash course on mastering the essay in college, you can take my Core 4 of academic writing for only $19.99, or you can take just a class on thesis statements for free. And if you are interested in emailing me, here's my information. I'm Charlene Gill. You can email me for coupons, and I'm happy to send you, when I can, coupons for these classes, sometimes even for half off or more. But today you're here to learn about thesis statements. So let's go ahead and talk about those. So what is a thesis statement, and how do you write one for a college essay? So your thesis statement needs to have two components to succeed in an academic essay. The first is it needs to answer whatever that question was that your prompt asked you. So sometimes instructors write prompts that are really clear, and it'll be absolutely without a doubt what the question is. Other times they're more implied, so you may have to do a little bit of detective work to figure out what is the question you're supposed to be answering, because your thesis is going to answer whatever that prompt's question is. And don't forget the second part. Students often forget the second part, and that is the reasons to support your answer or your position. Because when you give your reasons, what that does is number one, it tells your grader that you know what your reasons are, which is great because that makes the grader feel at ease. And I can tell you that as a grader myself, I've graded thousands of college students' essays, and it puts your grader at ease because it tells them that you know what you're talking about, you've thought about this essay, and you've thought about the topic, and you've outlined your essay. So it's going to make it easy for your grader to read. And you're also going to want to do that for yourself as the writer. Because when you write a really strong thesis and you outline your reasons, you've outlined your entire essay. So it makes writing the essay so much easier. So let's look at an example so you can see what I mean, because that's going to tell you how to do this. Because it's easy for me to tell you that, but how to do it is another thing. Right? So here is how you're going to do it. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to answer that question. So, for example, if your instructor asks you to write about, should marijuana be federally legalized in the United States? You're going to say, yes, it should, no, it shouldn't, or perhaps. So yes, no, or maybe. So first determine your position, answer the question. Then write down some key terms from the prompt. So that prompt, key terms would be legalize, marijuana, federal, United States, right? So pick some of those key words from the prompt. Don't just say yes, period, or no, period, right? So make sure you throw in some keywords from the prompt too. And then you're going to do part two, right? Which is your reasons. So if you're really passionate about this topic, you may have like 1,000 reasons, but you can't write about all 1,000, right? Not in, a 1,500 word essay or however long your assignment is. So you're going to pick your best reasons. So if you are opposed to legalization of marijuana, pick your top maybe 2, 3, or 4 reasons, depending on the length of your essay. Now, if you're writing like a 10-page paper, you might have 5 or 6 reasons, but don't try to throw in the whole kitchen sink. Probably 2, 3, or 4 reasons, and you're going to be all set. Because what that's going to do is that's going to help you write one sentence that conveys your position and your reasons and outline your entire essay for your reader, which is what you need in your thesis, right? So what it looks like is essentially this. You could look at this as your template for writing your thesis statement. So you're going to take your position first, right? So yes, no, or maybe. And then you're going to add some keywords from the prompt. And then you're going to add your how or your why element. So you might want to use the word because, or if you're doing maybe, use the word if. And then lastly, those reasons, right? Reason 1, reason 2, reason 3. I called them blah, blah, blah. And you don't have to have 3 reasons. I just did 3 because, your classic 5-paragraph essay. So you would have your intro, 3 body paragraphs, and a conclusion. And each of your body paragraphs is going to come from those reasons. So all of your body paragraphs are going to have your position, right? But body paragraph 1 is going to be about this particular reason to support it. Body paragraph 2 is going to be about whatever that second reason was that you listed in your thesis. And then body paragraph 3 is going to be about whatever that third reason was. So, for example, let's say that we do want to legalize marijuana. So, yes, marijuana should be federally legalized because it will decriminalize marijuana offenses. It will bring in much needed tax revenue to our country, and it will help education. Okay, great. So usually at this point, students will say, but that's too specific. Like, what will I talk about in the body paragraphs? Well, notice I haven't proven anything, right? What's the connection between marijuana and education? And where are the statistics to show that those two have anything to do with one another? Well, I haven't told you any of that yet, right? That's what I'm going to do in my body paragraph. So in those body paragraphs, you're going to prove and you're going to explain those reasons that you listed in your thesis. So if that were my thesis, my first body paragraph would be about why decriminalizing marijuana is so important. Why should anybody care? Why is that a big deal? And then in my second body paragraph, I'm going to talk about why we should legalize marijuana so we can get the tax revenue and why that is so important. And then in my third paragraph, I'm going to connect the marijuana and how it helps education. And I'm going to list some statistics and some proof. And so I'm going to prove to you that what I'm saying is true, hopefully. And then I'm going to give you some evidence. And it wouldn't matter if I had said no. If I said, no, we shouldn't legalize marijuana, I would still list my reasons. And if I said perhaps or maybe, then I would say, maybe we should legalize marijuana if, and then I would list my conditions, whatever those are. So if you